Hello, everyone. Welcome to DQ Live here on and the YouTube channel, youtube.com/AaronRift. Happy 20-year anniversary, NoDQ.com. We are here in Chicago. I am not alone tonight. I am being joined by the greatest video personality since myself, Mr. David Southworth, aka Virtue. How's it going, man?
It's going good. Here ready to do No DQ live about NXT Takeover Chicago 2.
That's right. We were there in the State Arena for this event, and I am also being joined by a very good friend of the site. He's been following since WCW.com days. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Gotta love technical difficulties right off the bat here, but the show must go on. Hopefully some of you are still watching and have not given up on this already. Like I was trying to say, also being joined by a longtime fan of NoDQ.com, going way back to WWF-WCW.com back in 1998. I am also being joined, myself and Virtue are being joined by Stephen Osborne. How's it going, my friend?
How's it going, guys? Like I said, if I still have a voice after that awesome NXT show, hopefully this will be a great live show. But that NXT show, I was super excited. I was super fan against the two most hardcore. They don't turn it off. They don't turn work off when they go to an event. But hopefully I can get them to have some fun tomorrow.
Wow, we got some drama here already on No DQ Live, and I'm stuck in the middle between these guys, so this could be a long video here.
Let's go. We're ready.
All right, let's talk about the show. So we had two dark matches. We had the War Raiders against
the Magic. No, TM61. TM61 with their new name.
Okay,
whatever
do you remember the name?
No.
Okay, so we all blanked on the name. I did not write it down like I should be. I actually have it on Twitter if we look it up. That was the first. I think I'm not supposed to spoil these matches, by the way, because they're supposed to be airing on
Wednesday.
Wednesday, but
yeah.
Oh well, too late, too little, too late. So if you guys do not want to be spoiled, skip ahead or pause this video for a few minutes. I'll have to look it up here.
Yeah, what is their new name?
Was it no?
The Mighty.
The Mighty. Wow,
Oh.
I totally banked on
Thank
that.
you,
Yeah,
TJ.
I think everybody's going to
I
blank
was
on that
thinking the
name.
Legacy
TJS
for some
and
reason.
Kev Dog and other people.
I was thinking the Majestic for some reason. I know that's an old Jim Carrey movie, but...
All right, so we had that first match. We had Bianca Belair defeat Dakota Kai in the second dark match.
She was a beast. She didn't do her deadlift from the floor or anything like that, but it was a good match. You guys are going to enjoy that match, I think.
Dakota Kai's cute.
Is that all you have to say about the match, sir?
I went and stood in line for refreshments and never got anything because it was 40 minutes.
TGS says who won the first dark match?
The War Raiders.
The War Raiders won the first dark match.
Yeah. TM61, they tried their new gimmick with the feet on the ropes for the pin, but he kicked out of that pin. So
People are agreeing with me that she's cute.
I think the fact she's on the show, of course she's cute.
All right, so I did want to note, I noted this on Twitter. Did you guys hear boos for Ronda Rousey during the video package? Was that just me, or did you guys hear that?
2 or 3 times. Every time she got on that screen, the whole NXT crowd booed.
But it is the NXT crowd doing that. So,
That's
which
true.
we're going to talk about some nuances from this NXT crowd later.
All right, so the pay-per-view kicked off with the tag team title match. We had Undisputed Era versus Lorcan and Birch. Now, the crowd was very interesting. I thought this was a fantastic match. I thought that this was a hot tag team match. The only issue I had, and I think you would agree with me, was the crowd.
Yes.
Tell us about the crowd.
So, naturally, Undisputed Era are heels. Now, are they getting borderline like DX where the fans start liking them? They were getting cheered, and the other team was getting booed, and they had to work their way to get cheered by the end of the match.
Right.
But it was a great classic style NXT hot opener. But the NXT crowd makes it hard because they want to cheer everybody, with the exception of a couple people, which we'll talk about.
I thought that the crowd was just not going with what the story was. You had Lorcan and Birch working as baby faces, and you had Adam Cole out there being the difference maker, even interfering at one point. I mean, to me, that was the one criticism. The match itself was great. Nothing against the guys in the match. They were awesome.
The crowd even booed the referee when the referee kicked Adam Cole to the back. I mean, the crowd just wanted to cheer what they liked.
Chicago loves heels, yes.
They like the Undisputed Era. They wanted to cheer them. They cheered for Danny and Birch occasionally when they did some awesome moves. You know, awesome moves got some cheers from the fans, but for the most part, anytime they got on top, they cheered. They booed Birch, and they would cheer for the Undisputed Era.
Well, Chicago likes heels, but wait till we talk about Baszler and Ciampa.
Yeah. In the chat room, TJS is saying, why is Virtue wearing toilet paper as a shirt? And Jeff, yes, this is my first live experience. I thought you were going to moon the camera for a second.
No.
I think the camera didn't like that.
What does that say there?
Low battery.
Low battery.
I will...
No.
This is what happens when we do live.
Hit that close button. I'm not sure if that's affecting the video here. Okay.
$1 for this shirt at WrestleMania, by the way.
I am confused because this better not get cut off, because I have, look guys, cord. It's plugged into my laptop. You guys just heard the sound.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're going to have technical difficulties tonight. This is
night.
going to be one of those nights here, it looks like.
But I did like that opening match.
TJS brought up there were bullshit chants when Cole got ejected. So yeah, the crowd just wanted to cheer the bad guy. The cool heels, Adam Cole, Bay is the catchphrase.
And that's the thing. The Undisputed Era come across like the DX heel cool. And so I guess I get it.
The Fire Disco Panda says gender hindered the stream. Would you guys agree with that?
Maybe. Next.
All right, so awesome match. I really enjoyed it. That match was a lot of fun to kick off the show. Let's talk about Velveteen Dream versus a guy who is definitely on the road to superstardom in WWE. Quite frankly, I think both guys are. The crowd chanted both these guys, and I agree with the crowd 100%. So we had Velveteen Dream come out, and he came out in Chicago dressed up like Hulk Hogan.
Yes, I loved it. That was great. I loved it. That was great. That was awesome, dude.
I called it at the beginning of the show. The beginning of the show opened up with the lighting and the fanfare, and they had, for some reason, they had red and yellow lights going throughout the arena. And I look over at Virtue, and I'm like, when's Hogan getting here? He's like, yeah, that'll be the thing.
Jeff
and
Meacham
then, sure
pointed
enough,
that out too in
Yeah.
a private chat to me, saying he saw a lot of red and yellow throughout this show. Interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought that was very interesting. The fact that they would approve that, I think that's a good indication that talks are going well between Hulk Hogan and WWE. Now, we had a lot of cool moments in this match. I think, wow, Big Jeffrey just left a $25 super chat donation.
We must have been ignoring
NXT
him.
was on fire. Screw Money in the Bank. My girl Baszler was looking good. Hashtag Divorce Club. By the way, guys, so for those of you that missed it on social media, the three of us have formed our own faction.
Yes.
We are the Divorce Club. All three of us have been married and divorced. So if you guys want to join our club, you have to be married and divorced. And maybe over time we'll add more members. But for now, the Divorce Club is the three of us. We're the three amigos or the three stooges, however you want to look at it. So let's talk about the match. Cool spots in the match. I really like that shooting star press.
That was good.
Yeah.
That
With
was
the knees
awesome
up.
with the knees up. That
Yeah.
was great. Anything in that match that stood out to you in particular, Stefan?
I think it's a very different match than we were going to get a week ago, or that they were planning to give us a week ago. I think the injury turned it into a very mat-grounded wrestling match compared to what it probably would have been. There were a lot of high spots, but not nearly as many. Oh my gosh.
Okay, my guys are really being supportive tonight. Interstate Kyle with a $50 super chat donation. Top that, Jeff.
If somebody goes higher than that, I will take
Well-
the Jinder Mahal shirt off.
What?
But I have a shirt underneath it.
You
Oh.
talking higher than 50, or do you want them to beat the 101
yeah, I do
record?
have a shirt underneath it that will not come off, but... or
Sorry,
stick on.
Cindy. I'm not going to wish bad luck on you. I want you to have a very happy and successful marriage. So I don't think you're joining our club because I think you're going to get married and you're going to live happily ever after. And I really hope that. So I don't want you joining our club.
Stefan, to back up your point, this match was a little bit different. It did have its slow spots, which I love because Velveteen Dream gets his character over better that way. When he panders to the crowd in between heelish moves, that is so Shawn Michaels. We know Triple H and we know Shawn Michaels have been working with these guys, and it's reflecting in the work on TV.
Right. TJS just being, I don't know. I appreciate it, TJS. $1 super chat.
Not good enough.
I did want to say, Kyle, you paid for our parking today, so thank you for that. If you guys take a guess how much our parking was in Chicago. I'll give you guys a second here to take a guess. No, don't say it. Don't say it.
I wasn't going to say
I want to see what they say in the chat room. Everybody guess what you think we paid for parking today. Wow, Fire Disco Panda, $50, 30, 40, 30, 20, 65.
65.
Okay, Kev Dog said 50. So Trey Johnson said 50. Those of you, Bradley said 50. Curtis said 50. Those of you that said 50, you're the closest. It was $48 we paid for parking in Chicago.
Yep.
Now, some guy said that we were getting a good deal. I don't know if he was just laughing at me because
he said you could have easily 60 or 70.
Yeah, but the thing is, we walked by right before we got to our structure. What the heck? Jeffrey!
Wow!
You are...
That's all the money.
He just took off his shirt. $55 super chat donation by Jeffrey.
That's all the money he saved by not cutting the money in the bank this weekend.
Jeffrey, you almost, with this money, you could have almost bought a plane ticket and you could have come out to the show. Oh, wow.
I think it might be time to get
unknown guy to us. None of us knew who this Christopher was taking up that fourth seat.
It might be time to get Certified G's own T-shirt on your pro wrestling tees.
I gotta say, it was cool. We had a few people actually approach us before Money in the Bank, and even Stefan was recognized. So this was like his first. He's like on the road to celebrity stardom here. He got his first taste. Yeah.
Back to the
Let's get back to the review.
So did Ricochet hit the elbow on Velveteen Dream?
Yes.
I believe he did. I love that spot.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Yes.
That was the theme of the whole match.
Death Valley Drivers.
They had that spot in the corner where he threw him into the corner and he didn't take the throw, and then they came from the ring apron to try and knock him. They did the exact same spot but flipped it. I mean, almost every big spot in that move was either attempted to be reproduced or reproduced successfully.
Yep.
Yeah, I kind of like that. It felt like a little throwback to Hogan and Savage with the elbow drop. So I thought that was a really nice touch.
And, is it the best match on the card tonight? Well, you're going to have to wait until we're done with this video.
Maybe,
Kayfabe says, match told a great story. Jeff said, I think someone should donate enough money to pay for Dylan and I to fly to San Francisco and take 2 of Aaron's New Japan Pro Wrestling Cow Palace tickets. I agree on that.
Excuse me.
So, Jeff does talk wrestling. Go over to his channel, youtube.com/JDMeacham. When he does his next live video, you guys should campaign for Jeff, maybe help him out. I have some New Japan tickets available for the upcoming Cow Palace show, and I'd love to have Jeff and Dylan come. So if you guys could raise the money for him, and he can afford to go, he will definitely take our tickets that we have left over. And you guys are both invited too.
And yes, I got this match wrong. I picked Velveteen Dream to win. Oh, he needs that big win, but I guess, all right, you guys were right.
5-0.
Ricochet's the newer guy. Okay.
4-1 over there.
Yeah. Okay, whatever.
Steve-O says, where did you pay the $48 parking? It was right by the Willis Tower, but when we drove over there on the GPS, it said $17 for parking, according to one of those park apps.
They lure you in with a small price at the gate. And then you go in the gate and they close it behind you.
Yeah, they close it behind you.
And you go to get your ticket, and then that says $48 if you spend more than, 4 hours?
Yeah. Right.
But by that point, when we decided we didn't want that parking garage, there's no backing out. They've got you trapped. At the very least, you're going to spend $9 to go through and drive out.
And, you could just try to make a deal with the guy, say, hey, we made a mistake. They might let you go
But there was nobody there. Nobody there. It was all automated, all electronic, so there was nothing.
Yeah, when we went out, there was no people. There were no people. There was no people.
There was no people.
Wow.
Are we moving on to the next match?
Yeah.
NXT Takeover.
So we had Shayna Baszler versus Nikki Cross for the NXT Women's title. I did want to note the crowd was getting a little bit restless, as you would expect, because it was following two awesome matches.
Yeah,
so this was kind of like the filler match, which it seems to be more often than not. One guy started getting bored, so he busted out a beach ball.
Yep.
And it wasn't me, folks.
Nope.
I promise it wasn't me. It was not a no DQ beach ball.
All right. So the beach ball got extinguished real quick. People tried to, well, maybe two guys tried to get CM Punk chants going, got extinguished. And all these people around us were like, no, no, no. Like, we're supposed to respect this NXT crowd. Then why are they going to probably do beach balls and chant CM Punk tomorrow night versus, well, when Jinder faces Roman?
Well, to their credit, this crowd, once that beach ball
Benedict
got torn in
Arnold's.
two, this crowd chanted "F the beach ball."
How many people
Beach
from
balls
tonight's
suck.
crowd do you
Beach
think will
balls
be
suck.
tomorrow in Money in the Bank? 60 or 70% of them?
Good
So
portion.
I'm going to be... Anyway,
we'll see.
By the way,
Shayna's my
attendance,
boo. I'm glad
attendance
she
was
won.
very good for the show. I noticed like 2 or 3 of the sections had some blocked off sections, some
Not
blocked
much.
off seats, but not much.
Not much.
For the most part, it was close to full. I would say about 85%.
I'd
So
say
anyways,
more like
I like
90,
the ending of the
95,
match,
please.
by the way. So we had a lot of submissions and that
Right.
type of, Shayna Baszler stuff. But the fact that whatever chokehold she had her in, and then Nikki Cross
Passed
smiled just before she passed out like she was liking it, I thought it protected her character of not giving up. Right? That's how it ended, passing
Right,
out and the ref
right.
called it.
Passing out with
And
a
of
smile
course,
on her
I
face.
think Shayna gets great heel heat. She
Absolutely.
gets legit heel heat. Nobody cheered her. She got booed. I enjoyed that.
And we had Keith Lee shown in the crowd, who recently signed with WWE. Big pop for him. EC3 was in the crowd. Who else was in the crowd?
And Kyrie Sane with
Yeah,
it. Why
Kairi
is
Sane with
EC3 and Kyrie in the crowd? They're on the roster. They should be backstage.
Show their support for their fellow NXTers.
It's like they had to buy a
you know?
ticket. That's just weird. They should have been up in the press box or something.
Hero Villain 5 left a $7.77 chat
Canadian
donation.
loonies.
Instead of matching big numbers, lucky number instead. Foot Clan, nice touch.
What?
Hey, I went from Jinder to Foot Clan.
Yeah, because of his T-shirt.
Oh.
Foot Clan.
I'm a geek.
You're like,
Everybody knows
you're
that.
like, what the hell's
What?
going on here?
What does this even mean? Okay.
Wait a minute. Let me see it for a
Gotcha.
second. Oh wait. Inception, guys. There you go. No DQ Inception. Here, put this up there.
Put it up
As
there.
close to the screen
This
as
is
you
what
can.
yeah.
No DQ Inception.
Did anyone?
ladies and
Did either
gentlemen.
one of you have any other takeaways from the? The females often in NXT now seem like they're the buffer match, and
I don't know how that
Yeah,
works.
that
All
seems
right.
Is that
to
just
be
me? or
that
is
seems to be a pattern
Alright.
here.
I'm done being
Yeah,
funny.
and no disrespect to him. Like I said, I enjoyed Shayna going
Yeah.
over the way she went over, protected Nikki,
And-
she got booed.
And I like the fact, like Jeremy McGill said, Wrestling Trivia Challenge season finale. Though, make sure you guys check that out this week.
Marking out.
He
for
said, yeah, totally protected Nikki's character. The fact she never tapped out says a lot. I think she's booked right. She can go far on the main roster. And that's the thing, too. That opening match, the new team, they got over more in defeat than they would have winning.
Yep,
They
yep.
won over the crowd. When it was over, they got a standing ovation.
I don't know. I thought the Nikki Cross, the Shayna Baszler match was half and half. Half of it was boring. Half of it was fun.
I agree.
Anytime
I
Nikki
agree.
Cross was getting back into contention, and anytime she was hulking up, let's say, it was fun because she's a little bit of a crazy character. But any of the time that Shayna, and most of it was Shayna Baszler taking over, it was just boring. She's producing the same moves over and over and over again. I think we saw, what did we say? We saw that knee to the face in 4 out of 5 of the matches.
the
at least.
trigger. Thank you,
V-trigger
Kenny
was
Omega.
everywhere.
Are they
tonight.
overdoing this? You think?
Yes. They're overdoing the V-trigger like they're overdoing the super kick on the main roster.
You should get Hot Tub Guy to come on NoDQ.com. Well, we're hot couch guys. We're sitting here on the couch. It's hot as hell in here because I turned off the air conditioner.
Did we send a shout out to the fan that found us at the entrance on our way in?
Well, we had a couple people
Yep.
meet up with us, so shout
That
out
was
to
pretty
everyone.
cool.
They're coming to the meetup. Hopefully, everyone.
Yes.
One of them was from Ireland, actually.
Wow.
I believe Ireland. I apologize if I'm mistaken, but it was somewhere in that region. I think he said Ireland.
He did many voices too, so
Yeah.
that might
That
be
was
on
the other
panel.
guy.
Super fan. He was great.
We're getting him on the no DQ panel for
We got to
sure.
resurrect the panel, man.
If we're gonna do a video,
Bring back the
I'm
panel.
thinking we might try to do a short video tomorrow during the meetup. So if you guys want to be on a video, come to the meetup tomorrow. For those of you in Chicago watching this somewhere in Chicago,
And take lessons from this guy because he's got personality. Y'all that complain that I don't have personality, don't worry, this guy does.
Patrick says, "Were there any hot babes in the crowd?"
Holy
Whoa!
Shivas.
Mike B just left a $99.99 super chat donation. I've been a fan of No DQ
Cool
for
off
multiple
there.
years. Just wanted to show my support for that awesome site, Aaron. I'm going to Raw in Buffalo on 7/16. I'll get a No DQ shirt from you and wear it there. No DQ is the absolute best. Thank you so much.
I think you're about to get a free no DQ shirt, sir.
Yeah, email me, nodqmisc@gmail.com. I got to hook you up with something, so email me. By the way, you didn't break the record. The record is 102, 101.
101 now.
101.
You know what I
From
noticed?
Eddie.
This was my first NXT event live because everybody knows when I was at New Orleans, I went to Ring of Honor instead of NXT. And I'll tell you what, it was loud in there consistently most of the night. And the other WWE shows don't get that. Raw, crickets a lot. SmackDown, crickets. So NXT packs a punch.
This was NXT from start to finish. The crowd was hot. They loved everything. They didn't love everyone, but they loved everything. Everything got a cheer, whether it was good or bad. I mean, there's not much to say. It's just it's that and it's Chicago, an NXT crowd in Chicago, even better.
Thank you again, Mike B. Very much appreciated. Interstate Kyle with another $2 to add on to earlier. Send me stickers so I can put them on road signs. I will do that, Kyle. I will try to get you a couple of stickers and send them your way so you can put them around. You know what I forgot to do tonight? I forgot to take my business card. Wait, do I have one here? Let's see.
Well, you'll have business cards and belts tomorrow.
I was handing out a few. Maybe you could show this to the camera. I do have my own business cards that I give out to people.
What a
at
good
events.
little hand Stefan is. And by the way, anybody in whatever videos you were on and somebody said Stefan's boring, no, he's not. You reacted
Hey,
to him.
question for you guys. What
Everything's going
I
according to
don't think
plan.
we're. I
I'm
don't
okay
think,
with it.
I don't think
It's
we're
all right.
going to do it. Do you guys think we should go see Stormy Daniels? She's performing tonight, like at 11:45.
That's the big question.
Stormy Daniels, is it worth it?
What do you guys think? Is it worth $50 a piece for front row to Stormy Daniels tonight?
She does lap dances. Well, not lap dances.
$10 table dances. but
Table
we're not
dances.
sure that she does those.
Does
We're
she
gonna
pick
go-
up the dollar bills with her butt?
You know, I don't want to get a wrong reference in the chat here, but
Maybe
we
a
are.
10 or a 5. Maybe a 10
I
or a
think
5.
after we're done with this video, I do want to go to McDonald's.
Well-
we need food. It's been a while.
Jeff knows people get paid
What
in
was the name
chicken
of the place that
McNuggets,
we
so
went-
we'll get some chicken McNuggets.
What was the name of the hot dog place we went to today?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's the main one.
It was really good.
You guys know it's the big chain in Chicago. We went there,
It was fucking delicious.
but I thought, wait a minute. Oh yeah, you just dropped an F-bomb. Well,
I'm
I got
sorry,
enough
Aaron.
super chat donations. I should be fine.
You'd be all right.
But yeah, we enjoyed that place, even though you did complain about the cheese sauce. Alex Pershing with a $2
Fake
super
cheese
chat
is a
donation.
cheese, guys.
With all these donations, you better see her. Damn it! I'm not blowing all my money on Stormy Daniels.
Kyle,
No,
we're
I'm
done
already
with this
with a $2.
so.
I'll send more money if Virtue changes his shirt.
I can't put the gender one back on.
He wants
I
you
can't.
shirtless.
No.
I don't know.
Kyle
What, he
wants
hasn't
you-
even checked
How
into his
much?
room yet. He
How
can't change.
much to get Virtue shirtless?
Who wants to see me take my shoes off and play with my toes? No, I won't do that either.
Whoa!
So
Burn!
we're all good. We do have 2 more matches to cover. The big matches.
The big 2.
All right, that's a
if
nice.
you call them that.
That's a nice segue back to the match.
Yeah, that title match was great until what, about 3 minutes into the end of the match, and then I think we all saw it. I don't know if you guys got to see it with the angle
How
that
did
they
it look
used
on TV?
on the network.
The-
but
Wait a
that
minute,
watch,
somebody just left another super chat donation.
that very first black
Mike
match.
D with a $49.99
Wow.
super chat donation. I'll put up half the money for Jeff's tickets so someone else can find the match for the other half. Wow.
Match the other half.
There we go. Jeff Meader might be going to this event, guys.
Well, are you going to save that for him, or does he have to send that to Jeff?
There was
haven't
an
decided
obvious
yet.
botch on TV, it looks like, for the
Well-
missed black mass.
By the way, Aaron paid for the Willis Tower today, so we're not splitting the super chats. That does go 100% to Aaron.
But yeah, I'm paying for these guys' food tonight after we record this video. They're getting their chicken McNuggets.
This is
you
what
can't
Aaron
tell. I
does
can
for
eat
a
a lot
living.
too. So
We volunteer
And
because we have shoot jobs.
you guys are getting your pizza tomorrow, and whatever activities we do tomorrow and Monday.
all
I'm in
good.
plus DVDs and little
all
action.
good.
So
figure
these guys
movies
are
and-
definitely getting in on the vacation money. So you guys don't worry about
So
that.
Stefano was
Everyone-
talking about the
botch.
match. Yeah, the championship match.
All I remember from the championship match was that botched black mask.
Yeah, he went for that. No, didn't he go for that kick and like he missed the kick?
He
by
went
a
for the
mile?
black mask and he missed him by like I don't know if
And
y'all
Lars
this
sold it.
far.
Lars
and he
sold
just
it.
drops like Jinder did during Jeff.
And that's the one time the crowd like really booed something on the show, like that the wrestlers did.
The UF'd up and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
Heaven
like,
forbid they botch anything.
like professionals do,
Well,
they
it's-
still got to the finish.
There's a difference between a botch and just a
Yeah.
miss from 3.
Right.
Oh,
Kayfabe
wow.
says even on TV it was clear as day missed. Now, who do you guys think botched it? Do you think it was Lars's fault? I mean, TJS says it was Lars.
It's hard to tell live.
From what I saw,
Because Lars took the bump even though he wasn't hit.
But Alistair wasn't looking what he was doing, so he could have been out of position, or Lars it could have been either one of them, because Alistair Black wasn't looking at all. He did it completely blindly.
Sin CK thought it was both of them.
Yeah.
Ryan
Yeah, it
says
could be.
both of them.
One off by 1 foot,
It
one off by the
happens.
other.
It
and
happens
suddenly you have-
sometimes. You know?
And
Ballet isn't perfect.
But
Sometimes
don't
people are
sell a
off.
kick that doesn't even come close to landing. Pretend that it was supposed
Sometimes
to
you're
miss.
just in the heat of the moment.
I
How-
guess that's green for you.
how did Black's entrance look
Could be,
on
could be.
television? Because I felt the Gangrel Brood vibe with this entrance. Maybe he does that all the time now, but I liked his entrance.
Well, yeah, he does. But we saw it at a weird angle. Like he was raising up away from us.
Yeah.
And where they were setting it up, we saw him come in,
I
lay
liked it.
down. We saw him moving all the candles and everything. So it was a little bit of break from kayfabe for us, but I thought it was still pretty cool.
Yeah. It was a good match. Lars Sullivan, for being a big guy, he is not bad. I mean, I honestly would like to see him one day maybe go to the main roster and face Strowman.
I'd
That
like to
would
see
be
him
nice.
eventually take the strap off of Aleister Black before Aleister Black goes to the main roster.
Interstate Kyle says, left a $2 super chat donation. Use my donations for Jeff and stickers, like 10 of them. So Interstate Kyle is helping fund Jeff Meacham to the Cow Palace. How about that, guys?
And he wants stickers.
I think Jeff is gonna do it now. I think we're gonna get the funds for this, and Jeff Meacham and Dylan. Dylan can see New Japan.
Nice.
So keep it coming, guys.
Hey, if y'all wanna fund me to fly out to California, well, don't worry, I don't have enough vacation days, so I still can't do it. So,
And before we move on, just so you know, it did take a couple shots to Lars Sullivan's head for Black to go over him, which to a degree protects him because he's a bigger dude. So
well, we got 2 black masks, but the fun part was in between them because it was it was set up and it was played out just right, and the crowd was right there with one more time.
Right.
The crowd wanted to chant for anything that they could. At
Yeah.
one point, I think I almost got a "Boo That Ref" chant going. So that was my attempt at starting a new chant. And
Yeah, and then of course
didn't
that
take
one
off.
guy that was chanting CM Punk the whole night.
Yeah, he
But
really wanted
as
that.
you were
It never
saying-
happened. It never
As you were
happened.
saying, like the crowd was invested from start to finish.
Yeah.
You asked me, I'll ask you guys. When's the last time, other than NXT, we're talking main roster, when was the last time that the crowd was invested in a show from start to finish?
Start to finish.
Curious to what you guys have to say. Anything, TJS, I don't have the ability to do Skype calling right now.
I mean, the most recent and the closest I would say was that last Montreal. Or
The
was
Raw?
it Montreal? The one in Canada.
the Raw episode.
Yeah, the Raw in Canada.
Yeah, that I mean, as
Raw
far as
Montreal.
They might not have been given a reason to be invested in the show, but they definitely took it upon
But
themselves
what about
to
a
stay
pay-per-view
invested.
event that's not NXT that really didn't have any dead spot? We
are-
have to go back years.
Are we including WrestleMania?
maybe one of the Brooklyns. Maybe one of the Brooklyns. I don't
Maybe.
know. You know what?
Survivor Series
WrestleMania
16?
31. I was there for a 6+ hour show. That crowd was pretty consistently
Money in the
hot.
Bank 2011. That's
But
what someone-
WrestleMania
30.
31. Well, 31. I was there, and the friend that called me, she should know better.
We're
She
tied
knows I'm
now.
doing the live
Everybody's
videos.
gotten a call from their mom today except Virtue.
Yeah, that was my mom trying to call, and for some reason I screwed up and I did not put the do not. Actually, it wouldn't have worked for her anyways. She's the one person that can go
Did it
through
kick
that.
back on? Yeah, we're back on.
Guys, I hope I'm back on. People are saying connection failure. I apologize for that.
Life on the road.
Wouldn't matter because
Life
my
on the
mom
road.
can bypass the do not disturb. So hopefully she gets the memo that we're probably doing something. See, I'm still adjusting. I'm sure she is too. The time difference.
Yeah.
For me, it's been a bit of an adjustment trying to post updates on the site, getting up at a different time, going to bed at a different time.
Because normally you'd be at 7:42. Yeah.
Right now it's 8:42 on the West Coast. So yeah, usually my mom will call like right after I do a video, or I'll call her right after I do one of the live videos. So she's just going on autopilot right
Oh,
now.
I thought maybe that was your mom. That's Kyle interrupting. Hey, Kyle.
Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about the main event match,
Here we
which
go.
was Johnny Gargano, Johnny Wrestling versus
Tommaso Ciampa.
Tommaso
Ciampa.
Ciampa. The ring announcer said Ciampa. I always said Ciampa.
So do I.
Ciampa,
Tommaso.
Ciampa.
Let's just say
Tommaso, tomato.
How about that
Tomato.
heel heat?
I think-
How about that heel heat when he walked out? Wow.
Best
I
thing they
felt
did
it.
for him was
I
take
felt
away
it.
his music.
That was-
Now see, in this case, the crowd does go along with what they're supposed to do. Unlike the first match where they're just like, yay, yay, undisputed
I
era.
don't know, because a lot, after really good spots, they just went right back to booing him once they realized, oh yeah, we hate this.
Aaron brought up a great point for this match. He felt that Shawn and Triple H had their handprints, their
Yeah.
fingerprints all over this match, a la SummerSlam 2002.
That's what I felt watching it. I felt like every move they did meant something. Like everything was important.
Yep.
It wasn't anything where it was being thrown away.
Very
Some of these
methodical.
matches, guys are doing spot after spot after spot, and you tend to forget things. But in this match, every little thing was important, and I
I
like
think they
that.
brought a little bit of that to the Ricochet Velveteen Dream match.
Yeah.
Bringing it more to a mat-based ground game. It gave it a little more drama that just having high spot after high spot after
Right.
high spot doesn't do.
Yeah, I gotta ask you, Virtue. Since this match was better than Okada versus Omega.
I did watch Okada versus Omega on the train, all 69
Four.
minutes of it. And I'm going to tell you what. I love...
Wait,
Another
we got-
super
we
chat
got-
coming.
Jeffrey with another $15
Thanks for
super chat
interrupting me,
donation.
Jeffrey, with your super
Main
chat.
event was on fire. Top the last match. No way Money in the Bank can top NXT. He's just gonna keep doing that to screw with you.
I disagree, Jeff. I do not think this was a better match than the unsanctioned match. I think the unsanctioned match was a better match, but I'm probably going to get a lot of people.
But I
disagree with me.
think both the unsanctioned match and this match were better than all of the Omega and Okada matches because, to me, the story, how they were DIY, and how it's played out, Candice has gotten involved. Again, I wanted to see more with her. She did give Johnny the crutch before the match. She was out there at the end of the show. We didn't see any bump from her. We didn't get any heel turn. But you know what? I kept telling Aaron, she's coming out. Something's going to happen. And even though it didn't, they drew this match all the way out to the end to at least make me think I was going to see something that I wanted to see. But I wasn't really mad that it didn't happen.
yeah.
I think the 5-star Meltzer match is going to come with the rubber match.
And I
think
like
that's where
Omega and
they're
Okada,
saving
but it's just he
the
blows
best.
it
Yeah.
out of proportion.
If I had to predict Big Dave's star rating, I'll say he gives it like 4.75.
He says 4.75. Virtue said 4.25. I'm more.
I
leaning
can't believe
towards
we've
Virtue.
come to this where we're predicting Meltzer star ratings. What the hell is wrong with us?
I think the rubber match should be.
he's
Now
like,
that's what I think
an I
Meltzer's
quit.
going to give this main event. I would probably say a 5-star match because I love street fights and it was brutal.
I've seen better matches. I can't give it 5 stars, but I could give it 4.25. I could give 4.5.
What better street fight did you watch? Was Punk and Jericho from
Bret
Extreme
Hart,
Rules
Steve
better?
Austin.
Anything
Bret Hart,
Punk
Steve
is
Austin.
probably going to be better. I'd have to watch
I don't
it
think
again
this
to
was
tell
the
you for
best street
sure.
fight I ever saw, but it was.
But how
it was
did it
up
play
there.
across on TV? Seeing a street
That's
fight,
true.
seeing a match like that live is different than watching it on TV.
That's true, because
I'm
the first
interested to
time
see
they
what
made it
people
into
thought
the
that watched it on
crowd,
the network.
to the little museum, they had
Somebody
they had
said
yet to put it
4.5.
up on the big screen so we could
Everybody
actually see
that
what was
watches
going on.
Start giving your ratings on here. If I saw 4.5, Jeff said 5, of course, because he always agrees
Yeah.
with me. Thanks, Jeff. I appreciate it.
Yeah, but we had a good blend and balance of,
Oh, yeah.
of different moments. We had them brawling in the
5,
crowd to
4.1.
start things off. I like the crutches, the use of the crutches in the match, and then of course Ciampa ripped up the ring, which we knew
Yep.
something was coming there. They
Right.
teased it. They teased it again. They made it important. They went out to the stage area, and then they had that big moment with the wedding ring. We did not talk about the wedding ring.
Dude, yeah, we saw the wedding ring gimmick, and I almost thought that's when Candice could have came out, and that was the prelude to a swerve, even though it didn't happen. But, okay, all I wanted to see was Candice do a turn. That didn't happen. The fact he took Johnny's wedding ring off and threw it, at least, it wasn't really his ring, that was cool.
Yeah,
that was a heel.
Alex Pershing says, my girlfriend never watched wrestling before this, and she was in tears after the wedding ring spot. It told a story anyone could pick up on, which gives it 5 stars for me. And Steve Herman says, this is some of the best storytelling I have ever seen in professional wrestling. SJP says, no DQ needs a GM. Well, I think the GM, if anybody's going to be the GM, honorary GM, it should be Mike B for the best super chat donation of the night with $99.99.
I'm fine with that.
So he's the honorary GM until, you know what? Eddie also has a legitimate claim to that since he has the record donation. So right now they're the co-GMs.
Well, we want to thank who started this all when I got banned for $100.
Oh wait,
Chris Mace.
Chris Mace.
You started this.
Oh,
so thank
I'll get
you
to Chris Mace here in a second, guys. Marcus the God left a $5 super chat donation. This was supposed to be a last man standing match. Did it make a difference?
Nah.
What? That's right. Wasn't it supposed to be a last man?
Yeah, but you don't double up considering you've got the WWE Championship.
I just thought it was a street fight.
I thought
it was a street fight going in, but I think what he's talking about is it was supposed to end up being a last man standing.
Was Nigel bullying Morrow?
Oh wait, sorry.
What's that about? Did he say something on commentary?
You got to remember, we were there live. We didn't get to hear the commentary.
I did want to note that
was Alex Pershing that did the original $100, right? Or was it Chris?
It was Chris Mace, I think. But Chris Mace, it might not have been, so I apologize if it wasn't.
You're the man.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Chris Mace.
Alex Pershing.
Yeah, it was Alex Pershing.
Thank you, Alex.
I'm just glad we got a finish to this match instead of the no finish that it looked like it was getting. If they'd have carried him completely off in the stretcher and that would have been the end of the show,
right,
I was going to be severely disappointed.
Yeah, at least they did do a finish, and it does lead to Brooklyn, which is going to be the blow-off final match with these
That's
guys.
Going to be the 5-star match.
Should they do Hell in a Cell? Virtue.
No.
No from Stefan. Virtue.
Well, I mean, what do you do after an unsanctioned match?
Yeah, what do you do? What do you guys do? What do you guys think?
You can't do best out of 3 falls.
You could, but that people would say that's copying.
Yeah.
I told you guys this earlier. I quit. That's the only there's only 2 matches you can do.
I quit, and then whoever
NXT.
quits ends up on the main roster.
Jeffrey says. Jeffrey says Iron Man. Steve says 3 stages of hell.
Match.
The problem with that is that it takes up too much time. So then, do you make NXT a 3-hour show because you want to get the other people on the card?
Dude, that's interesting. What would
I don't
that
think
match
you do
be?
Hell in a Cell because that's a main card thing.
Kayfabe Candy S says Hell in a Cell has become too gimmicky.
Yeah.
TJS says wedding ring on a pole. He's got his jokes. TJS has his jokes.
I think it's got to be either First Blood, which they're not going to do because it's WWE. There's no more blood. Or I quit. Where do you go from here other than making not only them give up, but making them say I quit?
Yeah.
And like Virtue said, I quit,
match.
You're gone. And this is where I guess you
I just want to
finally
see more
have.
Candice LeRae.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, but not sorry.
All right, so let's go ahead and give our ratings overall for the show. I think it was definitely a solid A. Not the best takeover. I will not give it an A+, but definitely a very solid A. Now, I wonder if I would have enjoyed it actually watching it on the WWE Network because I missed Mauro Ranallo's commentary. I think he really adds to the
Even
show.
though he wasn't.
He was humble.
He
was humble. He went on Twitter and said it's about the wrestlers, not me. But I feel Ranallo really adds to the storytelling. How were the announcers, by the way, guys? Do you think that that they were better without Ranallo? Let me know in the chat room what you guys thought.
I know it a solid A.
I know he wasn't there on commentary, so it doesn't matter
Solid A.
anyways.
Wow.
But I'm curious as to what you guys thought about the commentary team. Do you think it was
B+, B+?
Kayfabe Candy says they were good but not better. Shady says announcers were okay. Announcing was subpar. Vic Joseph was on it. McGinnis stepped up. They were cool.
Morrow was definitely missed though.
Yeah, I missed Morrow, so I don't know if that would have actually helped. But being there live, like I said, this was one of the most emotionally invested crowds that I've ever seen. I mean, it was definitely a Chicago crowd. It lived up to the hype. Like, These fans were red hot
This
for
is
the show.
definitely a world famous Chicago deep dish crowd.
And this
Wow.
was really cool to be there for the very first time at the Allstate Arena, this legendary venue, the Wrestling Classic, WrestleMania 2, WrestleMania 13, the debut of Chris Jericho. So many great moments at the Allstate Arena.
Rosemont Horizon.
What'd you grade it, Stefan? Because then I'll give you my.
I
grade.
would agree and give it a solid A, except I still keep flashing back to that botch in the
And I was just
in
gonna
the
say
title
that
match.
because of that, because I really
A-minus.
wanted Velveteen to go over. I mean, again, congratulations.
You're just
to
mad you got
Ricochet.
that match wrong, but it's alright.
But no, the botch, the not seeing Candice turn, great show. I give a lot of NXT.
Apparently we're frozen. What's going on up there?
We're not.
What does it say? It says we're frozen.
It's-
A minus.
Volume.
Scream. Can you guys still hear us? Why is the what the hell happened here?
Where's your volume button?
iPhone.
Where's your volume button?
Click the home button.
It didn't power off, did it?
I don't know.
Well, the volume's back on, and then now we gotta unfreeze.
Click the home button. You know the home. Oh wait.
There we go.
We are back.
What the
That-
hell
All right.
happened there?
Well, again, this is what you do it when you do it live.
This is live, ladies and gentlemen.
And on the
Anything
road,
and
nonetheless.
everything can happen.
And on the
Your
road.
mom's
So Aaron
voicemail
gave
tripped us up.
the show an A. Stefan gave
What's
it an
your-
A.
A minus.
A
Oh,
minus.
for the
Oh,
botch.
okay, and I gave it an A minus.
Wow, one botch can take it down.
That was a really big botch.
Yeah,
I gave
it
it an
was.
A minus, but you know what? Is there anything wrong with an A minus?
That was-
Yes.
That was as bad or worse than Jeff Hardy, Jinder Mahal. And
Oh yeah, that one was pretty
But
bad.
at the end of this discussion, we are still giving another NXT Takeover event
An A.
basically
Get that
A's.
shirt. Get that shirt here. Because tomorrow night is Money in the Bank.
What shirt?
The
You know
Jinder
which
shirt?
one tomorrow's Money in the Bank. NoDQ.com meetup, 11 a.m. Central Time. Yes, it is Central Time. Come join us. I might do a brief live stream during the meetup.
Look at this. Daniel Malenex, A+++. You're dreaming, man.
Again, you know, when I give the
A+,
minus, I have to be a little
A++.
bit critical because, you know,
He's
Absolutely.
wearing the Roman shirt tomorrow. He's gonna get trolled heavily.
I don't know if I've ever seen a
Well, no,
perfect
he's
show,
gonna
but this
troll,
was not a perfect
and you're
show.
gonna get a lot of
I
haters.
might get a black eye. Stefan, you're the biggest one in the group.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
me tomorrow.
protect these
He's
two.
the bodyguard. Yeah, remember we're vertically challenged. He's the tall guy in our group.
Well, Aaron's pretty brave. He went out on the skybox with me.
I did do it. Head over to
I did not.
twitter.com/AaronRift
But I
to see
stood.
the
I
video.
had to take Aaron's video and his pictures, so that was my excuse. I
Yes.
hate heights, and the problem is when I'm that high, I cannot not look down. I need like one of those cones a dog would wear, and when I looked down, I would have probably fainted.
It was an amazing
But
view.
it was awesome.
It was.
up there.
An amazing view. Straight down was awesome.
I still look down, but just
Yeah.
not standing up.
It's totally worth the line.
The boat tour was great too. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Great
We know
buildings
why
in
Virtue
Chicago.
liked it.
There's a
Oh.
girl
Because of all
dancing.
of the great architecture.
That's
It was an
right.
Oh, I
architecture
thought it was
tour.
because of the girl dancing
That's
on the
what,
boat.
that's what the architecture I'm talking about.
Yeah, he liked that curvature of the earth. Anyway,
All right, so that's
was a
all
good
we
time.
got. That's NXT. Great show. Money in the Bank. I will be on Twitter, twitter.com/NoDQ, Virtue is also there, tweeting about the show, NoDQ_Virtue. Did you tweet it all tonight? You were actually enjoying the show. So
yeah,
the
I
two
was,
of us were like,
I was
business.
being a fan. Like I said, these two don't
He
know
was-
how to turn it off.
he was into the show, and me and him are just like
Oh,
Like
talking
I
about.
said, dude,
up
I
and
watch
down
it in
my
a different
voice.
way.
What were we talking about?
I know.
I was
what
watching
he
it
was
in a different way. You were watching it when I was watching Velveteen Dream's entrance.
Him and
I
I-
would see about how he powdered, how he did a heel move, and then he pandered to the crowd.
Let me
That's
tell
the
you,
stuff I watch.
Aaron was into his work. He was up his phone's butt.
I
all
had
the
fun.
time.
Did you?
I had fun.
And Virtue was tearing the show apart. Just
A
tearing it
minus,
apart.
people.
All right, wait. We didn't answer this question from Marcus the God. $5 donation.
Oh,
Match
right.
of the night.
The main event.
The main event. I agree.
Yeah. It's
And
the main
the
event.
opening match was definitely better than I thought going on. I thought it would be a really good match, but it was fantastic.
Ricochet and Velveteen Dream, they were up there. It was a great match.
Yeah,
But
it
I think
was.
the fact that they had to bring it back down to a
little
ground
bit, yeah.
game,
And maybe
Placing
because
of
of
the second
it
spot
brought it back
hurt.
from where it could have been.
Yeah. And remember, let's not forget, was Ricochet working hurt a little bit maybe?
That's what I'm saying.
and,
Yeah.
and
That's
it
what I
was
was
still very, very,
Yeah, it was
very
amazing.
Yeah, so
match
main
still,
event,
so.
I'll say Ricochet, Velveteen Dream second. Third, the tag match. Fourth, Lars Sullivan.
Which is sad.
and fifth the women's
The
match.
title
which
match should have been up there.
I
but-
feel bad for the women, but yeah, they're always in a bad
But
spot.
take the worst match supposedly,
and it was
it's
still really
probably
good.
going to be better than
It
most
was
matches
okay.
tomorrow night.
I would give the women's title match 3 stars out of 5 at the most.
I'm done with the stars.
Yeah. So we will be back tomorrow night. I don't know what time. It could depend on when we get out of there. We got lucky. We got out of there relatively easy tonight.
Yeah, tonight.
So I apologize if it's really late. It's late here at Central Time. I'm still adjusting, like I
What
said.
was closed earlier today?
Pro Wrestling Tees, you bastards! You were closed for NXT?
For NXT.
I wanted to come
With a
in.
handwritten sign.
He has
I
a
had to
parallel
parallel
park.
park. Go check out the video on Twitter. I might re-upload it to the
He is so
channel.
bad at parallel parking.
He knows.
He had a rear view camera, and he still.
The stories he has about me and driving on this trip, you know, with the getting gas and not knowing which side the gas
So we
tank
pull
was
up
on.
to the gas station, and he doesn't know which side the gas, what is it called, the intake.
Yeah.
And so he pulls up, and it's not on the side.
This
that
is
he
not a
thinks.
key. This is...
So I'm like, it's on the other side. You can
I
tell
was
by the
gonna
little
buy a
arrow
shirt.
next to the gas station sign or the gas pump sign on your. So he goes to pull into another one, and he just pulls a U and again pulls up with the gas pump on the left-hand side. And I'm
It was like
still not
something
there.
out of a Jim Carrey movie.
So we finally get it sorted out. We get the car right, and now he can't figure out how to open the little door for the gas. And we're looking everywhere for a button. I finally get out. He's looking all over the door. Finally, I walk up to it. And I'm like, well, maybe. And I just press on it, and press in, pop out. And I'm like, I got it, man. And yeah, we look like complete idiots for about 5 minutes, just running around the car looking for a button to open up the gas tank. That was fun.
Yep, I missed that part. You know what's tomorrow? The No DQ meetup.
No DQ meetup.
No
we
DQ
gotta
meetup.
call. We're gonna get some food.
NoDQ.com/Chicago.
I'm not cheering Jinder. I will be laughing hysterically though if that match goes on last. I'm looking forward to the beach balls. That's for sure.
With the money
Telling
in
you
the
all
bank,
right
the
now, you
WWE
have my
title
word.
match,
If
there's
that
just
match
no
goes
way.
on last, I'm walking out.
Oh, by the way,
So
for
y'all can
tomorrow
join me
night,
live.
I am looking forward the most to Elias versus Rollins.
That's gonna be an awesome match.
I think that's
gonna be hot.
I think that's all 3 of us.
And the men's match should be really good. Women's match, you know, after last year, I'm kind of.
You know,
iffy on
they
it.
could surprise us.
They could.
They have been getting better and better at certain
Oh,
matches. and this might just be
Ellsworth
one of
rumor.
them.
Oh boy, will we see Ellsworth?
So
I hope not. I hope if we do, it's only during the women's title match.
it might be, or he might interfere. Yeah, costing us.
I don't
the
want to
title.
see him in a ladder match again for a long, long time.
Yeah.
That was a horrible ending.
Yeah,
last year.
Jeremy McGill says if Mulholland Reigns is on last, you will not have a hard time leaving the arena.
No, you will have a hard time because everybody else is going to be leaving too.
Because they're,
Then
you
I'm
know,
just
I'm
gonna
not
step
gonna.
outside
Well, they're
the
not.
door.
They're, no, I'm not gonna want to leave.
I'll stick around for it.
Virtue's
He's
gotta
gonna
watch
he's
Roman.
gonna
For
stay and watch
journalistic
Roman.
purposes, of
Yeah.
course.
He's gonna stay for the site. I'm gonna go outside and have a cigarette and probably go live so that everybody waiting on him can join me first.
We got to wean you off those cigarettes, buddy. But hey, he doesn't drink much, so that
Hey, yeah.
he's on the right track to seeing life the way I see.
Big Mac or Chicken McNuggets? I'm wondering what I'm gonna go eat in here. In a
I'm
little
getting some chicken McNuggets in honor of Jeff
What do
Meacham,
people
who's
say?
not here, so I have to have the chicken McNuggets.
Get you a
in
quarter
Jeff's
pounder dressed like a
memory.
Big Mac. That's where it's at.
Not in his memory, but in his
bit.
honor.
Oh yeah, if everybody leaves and that goes on last, I'm gonna see if I can walk down and get as close as I can to the ring.
I don't think anybody's gonna fight you on that.
Yeah.
They're gonna let you take ringside if there's a
People
seat
are
available.
saying for me to get nuggets tonight.
I'm getting the 20-piece for sure.
All right, so nuggets it is then. All right.
All right, guys. We'll go ahead and wrap up this video. We will be back tomorrow night, and the 3 of us are going to be doing some debate videos. So send your topics to me at Aaron Rift on Twitter. Debate topics, something we can argue about, right?
Remember, guys, a debate topic is something where there are 2 points to take. It can be a yes or no question. Take the yes point versus take the no point. We need to have something to be able to debate each other on. A lot of the topics that people have suggested have been really
Yeah.
good for no DQ panels or no DQ reviews, just topics to talk about. We're looking for debatable topics.
Agreed.
So please, guys.
Kayfabe Candy asks with my favorite line of the night. I think we end this video on this note. Beats that Portland vegan shit.
Bam.
And
on
you
that
can drop
note,
the S word because I've already dropped the F bomb. So sorry about that, guys.
It might have slipped through the crack.
on that note, we will wrap up this video. You know how to click it off? How to stop the stream? He's my man.
I'm gonna
He's my
figure
boy.
it out.
Boo.
Okay. We will see you guys next time. Have a good night.